Rare historical photos you've never seen. A photo of the original Google team in 1999. Most of these people are now millionaires. Fidel Castro lays a wreath at the Lincoln Memorial, 1959. This was after the armed conflict led by Castro. Nagasaki, 20 minutes after the atomic bombing in 1945. The Beatles preparing to cross Abbey Road in 1969. The image then became one of the most iconic music cover photos ever. The Princess May, after running aground on rocks in Alaska, 1910. The passengers, crew, and cargo were all evacuated safely. Behind the scenes of filming Star Wars. In 1978, this was the Millennium Falcon cockpit scene from the holiday special. Robert F. Kennedy's wife Ethel attempts to comfort him as he lays mortally wounded on the floor of the kitchen in the Ambassador Hotel, June 1968. Ground crew members wave to a U.S. Air Force B-52 Strat Fortress as it taxis for takeoff on a strike mission in Afghanistan, October 2001. This is the trickle-down theory, an anti-Reagan poster that circulated in 1984. Waffen-SS troops taking a loyal. Rare photos, a close-up of teeth being prepared for veneers using a rotary. Rare photos. This child was born missing a toenail. This is what it looks like when a vine wall falls off the side of the wall. With the flash on photos of a blind dog make it look like fire is glowing in its eyes. This stove's heating element looks purple on camera but appears red to the naked eye. This curly fry is shaped exactly like the ampersand symbol. This clock is reversed, so it appears correct in the mirror while getting ready. A ping pong ball under the basement sofa is suspended by spider cobwebs. This black rescue kitten is slowly turning white-gray. This plant is known as hooker's lips, native to Colombia, Costa Rica, and Panama. This is baby hair with a super weird pattern, unbleached, no hot tools, normal straight Asian hair. This house was encased in ice after the blizzard in Ohio. Found 4 generations of Honda Civics in order of age, all in white. This bird that looks like Danny DeVito. This is the smallest frog ever seen in the morning. A little crab pen holder was found in Tokyo. The fingers of a gorilla with vitiligo skin disorder. Vitiligo spots were traced around. An ice sheet holding onto trees after a flood subsides. Historical photos you've never seen before. An injured Nick Quazis immediately recognizes and points to James Morelli, who killed his brother and shot him in the neck. Morelli and 2 other men were implicated in 5 shootings, Chicago 1947. As part of Operation Chowhound, an American B-7 unloads a load of food for the starving Dutch population above the completely destroyed ship hull, May 1945. George Carlin being arrested for violating Wisconsin's obscenity laws after performing the controversial routine 7 words you can never say on television, 1972. 60 Nepal workers carrying cars on the rocky hilly trail from Kathmandu to India as a trade-in on a shiny American model Nepal, 1949. Eddie Vedder hanging from the rafters at the Drop in the Park concert in Seattle, September 1992. Parents march in support of their LGBT kids, New York City, 1974. Survivors from the 87th floor of the World Trade Center wandering in the dust after the collapse of the South Tower, New York City, September 11, 2000. Rare photos. This tan line is from wearing gloves at work. This rock has an almost perfect star-shaped crystal in it. This is what an egg of a manta ray looks like. Neil Armstrong's family watching his Apollo 11 takeoff. Someone found the exact spot where Gollum chased a fish. This wooden chair started sprouting leaves. Someone found the exact spot from Tremors 1990. This green toast in Malaysia is infused with a fragrant leaf called pandan. The rising sun made this polar bear's breath look like fur. This €0 note was issued for Karl Marx's 200th anniversary in a limited run of 5,000. A grandma's photo stand-in she made for her retirement community's luau. This silver ant I saw looks very shiny. 2 brothers pose for a photo moments before getting struck by lightning. Dude meets Keanu Reeves 3 years apart, but Keanu wears the same t-shirt. A man's dad was an Apple employee back in 1981. The owner and employees of our local pizza shop surprised their waitress for graduating high school. This clock at a school library replaced the numbers with books. Rare photos. A close-up of teeth being prepared for veneers using a rotary tool. This guy runs a coffee shop out of a beetle. A storm literally picked up and moved this road. The world's most expensive cow was sold in Brazil for around $4.8 million. The muscle difference in a person's leg 2 weeks after breaking it. Someone texted me as I was photographing this clock, giving it a Salvador Dali effect. The neighbor's sunflower has a comically small Bloom for its massive size. USA Fanta versus UK Fanta. These bikes have airless tires, cardboard rings for this six-pack instead of plastic ones. Gorilla Glue completely dried before we used any of it. We cut it out of the bottle. This college made a water bottle with a map of the campus on it. It also shows places where you can fill it up. The tilt of the cruise ship makes it look like the water isn't obeying the law of gravity. This bookstore's clock is made of appropriately titled books. This coffee ordered in Bosnia came with a complimentary cigarette. A man's jacket turns invisible when photographed with flash. The detailed imprint of a hand left on a leg during sleep. The way a spider made a web on my Spider-Man. The melting snow on this chair looks like a tree.